If you want to see me create a look using the Melissa palette from Juvia's Place, then stick around. Hi there, it's Hélène and welcome back, or if it's your first time here on HMM Makeup, welcome. I am really pleased to have this little palette. It is an old palette from Juvia's Place, but believe it or not, I have not used it yet. I don't know what's wrong with me. It's kind of like the 6-pan palettes that I've swatched recently. There is quite a bit on that front. Please take a look at the description box for the links to those videos. But this little 4-pan palette is what I'm going to be playing with today. And it is absolutely beautiful. And I think that I'm going to be playing with these 3 today. I'm going to leave the glitter for another day. And I do think it's quite a beautiful array of 4 shadows. They all work well together. I don't see any combos that would not be possible. 2 shadow combos, 3 shadow combos, and even 4. And yeah, I just want to dig in. Now, I do have a mauve color on my lid and a highlighter on my brow bone. I just wanted to come on camera with a little something. And I also have a black eyeliner on my upper waterline, and I think that's it. Apart from the fact that I have also some foundation on my face, and I have a little bit of bronzer, a little bit of cream blush, and highlighter. So that's pretty much what you need to know as far as what is on my face. And I do have the Smoky Plum 37 from Elizabeth Arden, which is one of my favorite lipsticks. So if you're wondering what I have on my lips, that is what it is. And let's get into the palette. I think I'm going to start off with this lovely matte right here and see where we get to. Okay, for the purpose of using that kind of a, what would I call it? Mauve peach, I'm going to use this brush from BH Cosmetics, I think. No, yeah, BH Cosmetics. Studio Pro 5 is what it is. And I am realizing there is no mirror in this palette, so I need a mirror. And I'm going to use my trusty Cover FX quad that I use all the time, that you see in my panning videos. It has a nice little mirror in there. And away we go. So hopefully this will cover up, oh yeah, it's covering up the mauve quite nicely. And I'll do one eye and do the other eye off camera to save us some time. Just went and dipped back in. And just because of my eye shape, I tend to go into the inner lid with my base shade. That tends to be what I do, and I think that looks pretty good. Blending up a little bit. Yeah, I think that looks really nice. Okay. Maybe a little bit more. Oops, if I'm dipping into the right palette, maybe just a little bit more down here. Good, and I'm going to move on to the deeper shadow for the outer lid. And for that purpose, I'm going to use my full coverage brush from Smashbox and go into this color right here for the outer lid, outer crease, and also lower lash line. So starting with this brush, but I'm definitely going to go into the liner brush as well in a bit. Okay, going into this. Okay, so the one I was using was Dominant. And now the one I'm going to be using is Modern. And here we go. I don't think there's anything specifically modern about these colors. I think it's just a matter of it being an interesting combo. Okay, that looks good. I'm going to just go in a little bit more. And it looks like a brown in the pan, but it's more like a burgundy by what I can see once I'm starting to apply it on the eye. That is really, really quite pretty. Why did I wait so long? I say that almost for any palette or quad that I try, that I just wish I would dip into them sooner than I do. But at the same time, I think it's a good thing to tackle a palette or a set of shadows when you feel like it. I don't know, the inspiration has to be there, right? Gosh, that's so pretty. That looks really quite nice. Okay, I think I want to bring that color down on the lower lash line. And for that purpose, I'm going to use my mini smudger brush from Smashbox, going right into that same shadow, which is again modern. And I'm going to go along the lower lash line. This is going to be a very Hélène type look, which is great if you can take a palette and just do a look that you know would be a go-to. Why not? That is so pretty. It's, like I said, a lot more purple than I thought it would be. I thought it was more of a brown. And that's my fault for not swatching them. I'll swatch them at the end. Hopefully I remember to do that. Right? Is that not so pretty? I've got a little bit extra here. But yeah, I'm really liking it. It's kind of like, has a little vampy quality to it, doesn't it? That's really, really nice. I do want to soften up the edges a little bit. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. All right, now this is looking really nice, and I want to go into Perfectionist, which is this one down here. So I'm going to go into Perfectionist and take care of the inner to 2/3 of the lid. Oh, and if you are enjoying this video, how about hitting that little subscribe button right there? That would help me out a lot, and you'll get some notifications. Perfect. And to start myself off, I'm going to use my multitasker brush from Smashbox and pick up a little bit of that Perfectionist. Sounds like a good color name for this shadow. And I'm going to go right into the inner lid, inner corner, inner lid. Oh, that's a pretty color. I am really enjoying this palette, or this quad. See what the color looks like, and let me just apply some all over to about 2/3 or 3/4 of the lid. That is really pretty. Very nice, and I know it's going to look so good with green eyes. Oh yeah, makes the green come out quite a bit. Okay, and I'm going to go back into my multitasker brush and just see if I can accentuate a little bit more on the inner lid. And it just seamlessly fades out into the brownie purple. That is so nice. Really, really nice. Okay, so that is what I have here. I'm going to do liner and mascara and then go off camera and do the other eye and come back. So let's do liner and mascara. Okay, I'm going to just reapply this 24/7 waterline pencil from Urban Decay in Legend. I'm just going to reapply what I had on the upper waterline before I apply the other liner. And the liner I'm going to use is the ABH, what's it called, liquid liner. Very creative name. And I keep forgetting how basic the name is because it just sounds like the generic term that I would use for any liner that's like this. And it is very liquid, so we have to be careful on application. It's easy to put too much on. But it also does not tug at the eye, which I appreciate. I don't usually use a mirror so close when I'm doing liner, but I'm liking it. It's giving me a lot of precision ability. That looks pretty good. Do I have an eyelash that is messing with my makeup here? Oh, crap. Just my luck. Hang on. Q-tip to the rescue. I was using this Q-tip to fix my brows a little earlier. Okay, I can fix up the bottom a little bit here with this brush again, that little smudger brush. Okay. And the mascara I'm going to use is the ABH Lash Brag mascara. And it has a very nice voluminous or volume enhancing brush tip, which I like. And let's see, it's getting older. Oh shoot, I did a mascara smudge, but that's easy to fix. I do enjoy this mascara. It's getting older though. I don't know how much life is left in it. I have used it a lot. Oh, okay, how many of you do this? It happens to me so often and it drives me nuts. I don't know why I keep doing it. I guess I try to get to the very inner lid with the lashes and I smudge. Okay, and I'm just going to let that dry and take it off when it can just flake off on its own. I'm really liking this eye look. Never mind this. I'm really liking this eye look. I think it looks really, really nice. I cannot wait to replicate it on the other eye. So let me do that and fix that, and I will be right back. Okay, here is the finished look. I'm really, really pleased with it. I do think that the lipstick is a good assortment to go, not assortment, a good match or pairing, that's the right word, pairing to go with this eye look. And let's just show you the lipstick. I don't have very much left, but I think it looks pretty good. And let me just go over what it is that I used. The Legend pencil, 24/7 waterline pencil from Urban Decay. It's very smooth. It does stay put. I have it on my upper waterline. On my upper lash line, I have this liquid liner from Anastasia Beverly Hills. It looks like that, and I'll do a line of that one. It can be quite precise. It just takes a steady hand. And also the mascara, which is the ABH Lash Brag, and the brush is quite voluminous, and I think it did a very good job. For my brows, I just used a Rita Hazen Root Touch-Up, believe it or not, and put it in my brows, and I think it did a really good job. I'm just using miscellaneous brow products right now, just trying. Some brow products has been a long time since I've used, and I'm trying different things just to see what it looks like. But anyway, this is what is in my on my lashes. And now that you've seen the look, why don't I just swatch these four so that we can take a look at the swatches, not only what I've done with the palette on my face. So 4 shadows, well, 1 glitter, 3 shadows, 4 fingers. I think we can swatch it pretty quick. And the first one is that glitter that I did not use, and it is very pretty. Next one is that purpley brown, which is so lovely to look at. And then that peachy color and the duochrome. So here we go. Those are my fingers. And let's do the glitter first. Oh wow, oh wow. That feels so nice. Okay, I almost wish I had used it. And this color is really quite pretty. Burgundy brown. And we have the peachy pink matte. And then the one that I used on my inner two, 3/4 of the lid, and that is beautiful as well, almost like a coppery raspberry color. So let me just go in a second time and build up the swatches. The fingers are such a good indication. If you see some black marks underneath the shadow, that's just me who basically had a little melee or little battle with my liner off camera. It was interesting. And there we go for the swatches. Second pass. Usually glitters don't build up all that well, but let's see. That looks pretty good. Okay, and the matte, the deep matte again. And the peachy pink matte. And finally what I have on my inner two, I'd say 3/4 of the lid. There we go. So that is everything that you can expect from this quad. It's a very well curated quad. I'm very happy. And in a way, the curation of this quad makes me think of ABH type curation. Not quite sure exactly why, but the assortment does, for some reason, bring ABH to mind. That's it for swatches. I hope you enjoyed those, and let's get back to the look. I did have a mauve from my Pan That palette. If you have not seen my latest Pan That palette video, I will put it right there for you. But in the meantime, let's just talk about what it is that I did put on. Over the mauve that I had, I did start off with this color pretty much as an all over color, the crease, the outer lid, outer lower lash line, and so on. This one was to deepen the outer lid, outer crease, also on my lower lash line that has been applied. And then this one is truly the belle of the ball for this look, and it is somewhat of a duochrome. So it has kind of a coppery shift and a kind of a plummy color. So plum and copper is the look. And I do think that it looks quite nice. I ended up using it for most of the lid, and I think it looks really good. And like I said earlier, it does make emphasize the green eyes, which I really like, and I think the same thing would be true for blue eyes. It would just help them pop a little bit more. And yeah, I do like them all. I have not tried the glitter. That will be another look. But definitely, I mean, these two could be a look. These two, frankly, could be a look. These three, obviously, which is what I did today. These also could be. And frankly, if we want to go bling and bling, maybe these two and deepening up with that one. I think it's a solid little quad. I think it would be flattering on most people because the colors are deep enough for a lot of looks, and this purpley brown makes this more of a universal quad because you can deepen up a lot or a little. It seems to be a very buildable deep shade. I'm really pleased. I'm really pleased. These quads are really not expensive. Lots of quads from Juvia's place are available on and off. And the mattes from this brand tend to be really, really good. And what I've experienced today is no different. I'm really, well, delighted, but I also kind of expected to be. So that's what happens, brands. When you're really good, we just come to expect it. We're not as grateful as the first time we use your products because we just expect that it's going to be good. And this is very good. So let me know what you think. I don't know if this is still available. I did not check before doing the video. It's been hanging around in my collection for a while. And it's one of those quads where I just knew that it was going to look good. So there wasn't really any impetus to use it sooner. I'm a terrible marketer, aren't I? Just terrible. But anyway, these are not unusual colors. I think that they would be colors that most of us have in our collection somewhere. You can dig through a couple palettes and recreate this look, I'm sure. It was a lot of fun. I look forward to sporting this look all day long. And let me know what you think, of course. I'd love to hear from you. And with that, I will say thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it every single time. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. But for now, take care.